Hello everyone! Today we are going to make this card, which is really lovely card. I like it so much. And the inspiration for this card came from my child actually, because we were playing with this stamp set, and the stamp set is from one of the magazines. I don't even know, but this is from Phil Sentimentalers, one of the magazines had it, and we literally love the stamp. It's an absolutely beautiful stamp, and I thought I'm going to make something with it. So my son used that. He made a beautiful butterfly, and then I took some inspiration from him, and this is what I came up with. And today's card is going to be like this, but in orange. So I've already stamped this one in a blue paper. I used this butterfly from the stamp, use the blue, use some pearl dots, and all I have to do now is just assemble it and just put my sentiments over here on this at the front. We're going to make this card today, and I'm going to show you sorry for the noise in the background, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step in real time, so I'm not going to be any less quicker or any less slower than it's supposed to be. Hopefully it will all goes well. I'm going to put some foam pads because I like the foam pads. I like when they stick out. Yeah, I do like to put them a lot. So have my little bin over here that I just put all my stash, which I don't like, so I don't have to go to the big one back and forth. Oops. I've already pre-cut and pre-heat emboss. I use white heat embossing powder from Paper Mania, so that's the white embossing powder that I used, and a heat tool. I know there's lots of videos on YouTube about heat embossing. I will do one video as well at some point, but not today. Today I've got already two, which is pre-cut, so they're not going to fly away too much. I've made them a little bit bigger so I can fit them easily with all my papers. And then all you have to do is just cut it all out nicely so it fits, and then cut another one so it fits, tidy up, and there you go. You've got a pretty little card. These are pearl drops that I used. I'm just still learning how to use them, but they do look cute on the card. I'm going to make it more. So now, how did I do the card? This is an example. This is already second sentiment. Will be the same one. The card size I have is 5 3/4 for about just over 6, I think. I've already pre-cut the white card as well, so it's going to nicely fit inside. There you go. And then I took the pretty butterfly from the stamp set, the one that I've showed you before, and the ink that I'm going to be using is Stampin' Up! Pumpkin Pie. I love this ink. It's my favorite one. Sorry for the background noise. So now we are going to stamp randomly wherever you decide. I usually start with one in the middle so it's nice and visible. Hold it, and ta-da! So this is the one over here that I've stamped in the middle, and then everything else just falls around, and you can use your imagination, you can use your creativity, you can stamp the butterflies how you wish, offset as well if you need to, so they are flying all the way in the sky. I don't tend to do them all the time. Oh, my finger is stuck. I don't tend to do them exactly the same way, but if you rotate the stamp, it will give you a different positions, and if you offset it, it will have a different look as well. So everything what you're going to do it will give you different effect. So this one is going to go here, and this one is going to go over here. Don't worry if it doesn't stamp exactly as you wish, because we are going to cover it up with some sentiment anyway. And this one can go this way. Let's just say this way. We can do a slightly offset like that. Yeah. And another one. Just a little piece here. We don't need the whole butterfly. And then over here. Yeah. And maybe a piece of a butterfly over here, so it goes away. I like to keep everything nice and tidy. So I'm going to wipe it off. I'm going to wipe my stamp too. And now what I do with my, this is actually a dry wipe. It's supposed to be a dry, nice wipe. But I tend to use a scrap of my paper. That's the paper original one. It's a scrap. And I'm seeing how much ink is going to go on the card if I do this one. So it's going to just create a tiny little shadow. So I start from outside over here, just create a gently a border with the ink that I've just picked up. You need to practice this before you start doing it. It took me a couple of attempts to actually get the look that I wanted. So because this is a water-based thing, because you can use all the techniques you want. So yeah, it's going very well. Steady forward. So you have, if you have scraps, white scraps or colorful scraps, just keep practicing at home until you get the idea and you're going to learn how to do those things. It took me a couple of papers and evenings to actually get what I want, to use the force. So you can't press it really hard because it's not going to work at all. But you can't be too much gentle because then you won't get absolutely no ink on your card, or you're going to get too much ink on the card. That's going to be a different way to do it too. Yeah. Some inks, use usually the inks that you like. The water-based inks are, I found, are the best for me to use. I like them a lot. You can do a little bit of this if you wish, but that's the end effect. Now I'm going to take the wet wipe, which is still wet, and I'm going to clean my area because I don't like to have it really dirty. I like it to nice and clean. Keep it nice and clean. And now we're going to attach this panel to the card, so it's going to be nice and pretty. And to do that, I need my glue. I need my glue because I like my glue. Some people don't like glue, but I do like the glue. It's very sticky. I like it. And it will give you a room to wiggle. So if you use it on tape, the tape doesn't give you a room to wiggle, and before it sticks. The sentiment that I've used today is saying, let me see, you are perfect the way you are. So that's the sentiment I've stamped today. It's from Hero Art, clear stamps. I think it's discontinued. Maybe you can try to get it somewhere, but I know I found this one online. I used this one a couple of times, and I used those little bits and bobs here and there and everywhere because I like them. And now we're going to attach the sentiment, starting from the front. Maybe I'll put less today on this one, but I do like it. It's really, I like just unpeeling this one because it's very comforting for me, because they unpeel very quickly, very easily. I like those foam pads. I don't even remember where I got them. But it was a bargain. I had quite a lot of them anyway. So when you finish and you're happy, I decided that my card is going to go this way, so it's going to be stand up. And now you can use your grid. I know my mat is already used because I love it and I do crafts a lot. So you can use the grid and you can see where's the grid and then the side where you want to put it, and use the lines of the grid so you'll have perfectly perfect. It's still, the banner is longer than I needed, so I'm going to open the card and just cut it on the side. I'm going to cut it on the side again. Don't like this side actually. I'm going to cut it on the side. Perfect. And because I like glitter and shimmer, I'm going to use the glitter pen. Where is it? Oh, there you go. I think it's called Nouveau Shimmer or something like that. It's really cool. It gives a really nice effect. Very glittery. So because the ink is water based, and when I put the glitter on, and the ink is going to blend in, and that's another effect that you can have while you're using all different inks and all different products together. So it's going to give me just a little bit of the shade on this butterfly to finish off, so I can decide which one I want. It's going to be nice and glittery. I'm not going to put any Nouveau drops, pearl drops today on this card because I'm adding this shimmer. Too much glitter, it's not always the best. And this is going to be the last one. Yeah, and I love it. I really do love it. So I think everything has finished, and this is my finished card. You can see it's pretty nice and it glitters. Yep, and that's the first one I've made. So now you can see two of them together. Thank you for watching and subscribe. I'm going to have some more videos coming up very soon. I hope you enjoy it and see you next time. Bye.